What's up everyone, I'm Crystal, this is Vanhalla Adventures, and today on the vlog we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Last night Ryan and I met this super awesome family up in the mountains of Wyoming. They have been traveling full-time in their van for the past 9 months, and they have got this whole living in a van as a family of 4 thing down. So we're going to chat with them today, do a van tour, because I know for a lot of families the idea of living in a van with kids can seem a little scary, maybe even impossible. So we're gonna give you some insight into some tips from them as well. So let's go over and meet them right now. So these are our new friends. We'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
We're the Smiths. I'm Grant.
I'm Anna. This is Leona, who just turned 1. And Beck's hiding. Beck just turned 6 a couple days ago.
So tell us a little bit about your van. What kind of van is this?
It's a 2017 Dodge Promaster, 2500, long wheelbase, high roof. We built it out 3 years ago. We started with 17,000 miles and we have 100,000 on it now.
Nice, nice. How long have you guys been living in it now? Nine months or something like that?
Yep, correct, 9 months.
Okay, cool. I would love to see the inside. Let's hop into the inside. I think it's pretty awesome how they did it for safety and safety in mind, especially for parents that are really thinking about that. Your whole seating system here.
For sure, yep.
Which is also pretty cool.
We originally wanted to have more space, so our kids can play in here if it got cold in the evenings or in the early mornings when you couldn't get outside. And so we found a seat that it's called a double fold away. When you need to use it, super simple design. Folds down, folds up.
Easy.
And then you got space for 2 car seats. Same thing. Like that, and then there's just an extra little safety lock there so the kids can't pull it on them.
And so this also doubles as the bed, right?
Yes, it does. So with the design in mind, we're able to put it down, and then we have a platform for them that we just hide underneath the bed here when it's not in use. And it lays on this seat, which doubles as the compost toilet underneath here. It lays from here to here, and we got 2 legs, and then we throw down a mattress for him, and he's ready for sleep.
It's a pretty sweet setup he has too. We watched him like play his movies last night that he was watching. Super cozy, his own little space. I think it's a really great space-saving idea that isn't time-consuming to put together too.
I'm out of here.
So you mentioned a compost toilet. I feel like a lot of parents are probably curious, like, on the bathroom situation for a family.
Yeah, so we bought a Nature's Head toilet. We upholstered the top of our bench, and with 2 handles, we can just take it off.
Oh, nice.
And then this is our composting toilet that we have. So
how do you guys like that as a family? You feel pretty good about this setup for it?
We like it for emergencies or if we're camping in dispersed camping like this when there's not toilets. But as a family, if we can use someone else's bathroom, we do.
Yeah.
If it's a gas station when we're filling up, or if it's at like an organized campground, or if we're hanging out in a town, you know, we tend to use other people's bathrooms just so we don't have to clean it, dump it as much that often. So
it's definitely something to think about when you're living in a van. Is how often you want to clean your own.
How often you want to do that?
To take your own stuff.
So our kitchen design, we built it a little bit differently than the traditional setup, where we wanted more room for our family to be able to play on those cold days. So we tucked our kitchen underneath our bed. And I'll talk a little bit about that and a little bit more here. Our water and our sink comes out of here, and our freshwater tank is in the garage. And it's a 20-gallon tank. And then our gray water is on this big slide out. And this is also where we keep our garbage, pots, pans, paper plates, plastic baggies, and then our gray water's here. We just unscrew this, and if we're in the appropriate place, we bring it out, dump it, and then we slide it back in. And we also put our lights here on dimmers. And if you're outside, you can kind of turn them on and off as you please too, and you don't have to get back in the van to do funny business. And then we also put our inverter here, so it's just a button, and then it runs everything off, and we have 2 outlets over there. To move over, we have 3 drawers. Our top one we try to use for snacks and breakfast. Middle one we tend to use for lunches. And our bottom ones are like cans for our dinner meals. And when we slid it out, we designed the top here so we had extra counter space. Sometimes you just don't have enough room, so to create more space, we put a countertop there. And we did black walnut for our countertops.
It's beautiful. Cool. And your fridge, tell us a little bit about your fridge.
So our fridge is a Dometic, and it's on a slide. So again, it tucks underneath the bed so it's not out and about. And we can fit about 5 days worth of meals in here. Dinners, lunches, breakfasts. Our bed is, I think, 36 inches off the ground. So we had to come up with an idea, how do you get in the bed and still have countertops? To do two things at one time, we need to put half of our countertops on a slide. So we can get in and out of bed and also use it for a cooktop or for our cutting boards and stuff like that. And then we put our son's bedding under here, his 2 blankets, a pillow, so we can easily access that stuff for him. And then the 2 drawers here, we put our cooktop in the bottom one here, and like our spatulas, and then on the top we put silverware, plates, cutting knife, salt, pepper, strainer, cutting board. Yeah.
Nice and simple. Okay, so tell us about the bed / couch mode. This super awesome setup you got.
We came up with a design to get more kitchen and then also have a couch so we don't have to constantly lay down to hang out. Our countertops are 8 inches, and then when we put it in the couch mode, it's on a pulley system, and then it sits on 2 what we call campus board rungs in climbing terms. And you pull.
What?
And then you push, and then you lock it in place. And then there you are.
What?
Then you get 16 inches of countertop. You can put your cooktop there.
This is the simplest design I've ever seen for a couch bed.
It's pretty good, huh?
This is genius.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Wow.
And so we worked with a welder in our town just south of us that welded us some sliders for underneath the bed. So if you did get an accident, the whole bed wouldn't just lift away and be like a projectile. So it's secured in there. From underneath, so it can still slide and it doesn't go up and down.
Dude, I feel like you guys really maximize space for like also living room space for the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
This is great.
Cool.
So one thing I've noticed is I haven't seen where the clothes go yet.
Yes.
So, where's
so we put the majority of our clothes in these upper cabinets. We put our kids' stuff over here, and then we put the adult clothes over here. Some of our other clothes goes in the garage. We have another bucket for seasonal clothes, our jackets, our rain jackets, sweaters, shorts, tank tops, shirts.
Nice and easy. Yeah. I feel like you guys have really like pared down to necessities, and it's like...
For sure.
Cool, so now I'm curious about the garage. Let me see what you got back there.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
So in our garage area, we put stickers on our windows for majority of the places that we've been. It's something fun that we get to do with our son and we get to do as a family.
Do you want to show us your stickers that you got? Which ones are your favorite?
This one.
Oh, the Yeti.
Oh, yeah.
Port Angeles.
I see you went with the Pacific Northwest choices.
Yeah.
Just want to put that out there. Leona, do you have a favorite?
Which one does Leona like?
Yeah, dolphins. Cool, let's see what you got back here. I'm always curious to see how people do their garages. Nice, you guys have a lot of room.
So yeah, with the bed being 36 inches off the ground, we initially built this so we could put some bikes in the back. But for living in it, we put all of our extra items that we need in it. Those extra seasonal clothes, life jackets and extra books. And then we have a bathroom one, so we have a shower that we can take out and hook up onto our door, and it connects into our main water line.
So you guys do an outdoor shower. I was going to ask about that because we didn't see a shower inside, so you guys do outdoor.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The one thing I haven't noticed is your batteries, inverter, things like that. Was that back here?
Yeah, so our batteries are tucked underneath this panel. Well, we have 2 150 amp AGM batteries here. And then we have an additional one that we added in before we left. That's tucked in the back of the garage. That's another 150 amp hours. And so that runs our lights, our heater, the fan, the inverter, just about everything just fine for us.
And then your solar panels.
Yeah, so on the top we have 2 100 watt panels. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
It's been so long since we put it all together, I kind of forget these things. We have a relay switch. So in the winters and when we are driving, we turn on a relay switch to charge our batteries as well. Because being from Minnesota, it's cloudy all, most of the fall and then the winter and the spring. So we needed some alternative to help charge our batteries.
Yeah, the relay system, like for those of you that are maybe just thinking about van life for the first time, it's a huge deal. Like if you're going into cloudy areas, winter, like you need it to charge
heavily
like,
forested areas.
Yeah, you definitely need it. So smart choice, that's like a necessity. So I noticed you guys have a pretty sweet little awning set up here.
Yeah.
This is nice.
So we added this on right before we left. It's 12 foot by 10 foot and yeah, we've really enjoyed that addition to the van.
It's nice, and they have a fancier one than ours because this kind of comes down, right? Like almost like an A-frame type.
But we can crank it maybe to 8 feet and it'll hang down to give us a little bit more shade if the sun's a little bit further down in the horizon, so it's not beating into the sun as much. So.
Thanks so much for showing us your van, you guys. It's really nice to see a family that's really been able to make it work, and the kids seem super happy.
Oh yeah.
So I'm curious if you have any advice for parents that are thinking about doing this. Do you have like one piece of advice or anything you would say about it?
Just do it. I mean, I think like the build up, the thinking about it was probably more worrisome than actually just jumping in and doing it. Like he knew it was gonna be fine all along. I had some worries, but really the kids are happy, we're happy.
She looks stoked.
She's excited. She's learned so much.
Yeah.
It's been a great experience.
And I'm curious for you, do you like living in a van?
Yeah.
Yes! She said yes! Yeah. And I hear that you guys are thinking about selling the van?
Yeah, well, we're heading home, gonna get set up with kindergarten, start school. Yeah. So yeah, we think van life, as far as full-time would be, we're wrapping it up. So.
Yeah.
And yeah, we wanna, give someone else the opportunity if people are willing to buy the van. We're looking to potentially sell it come, midsummer, August-ish, and we've done so many amazing things in it.
For sure.
Met so many amazing people, places. Our daughter, for the most part, has grown up in it.
Yeah.
Oh, so sweet. Now time for new family or somebody or a couple, single person. I think it's like such a great van. So we're going to leave some info down below in the description how you can get a hold of these guys. So if you feel like this is the van for you, you want to try van life, then get a hold of them.
Yeah.